Let us continue playing Dwarf Fortress. Winter is upon us, and I think we did well enough in trading. What we do need to do is dig out some more area, because we've got quite a lot of food, and I've got not a feeling we don't have a lot of storage space for it anymore. So we'll dig this area out. I've kind of undone, actually, just that bit I guess left. All of the designations other than the few rooms down here, which I should really assign at some stage. I've got a load of beds being built out of the wood we traded for. I've assigned some various jobs to add some tables and things so we can get our surgery, our hospital area sorted. I need a chest as well actually there, I think. I've got a cabinet, bag, and I've got all the areas set out for our sheriff's quarters, although he does actually, thinking about this, need a lever, which I think I can link up to the other lever, which will increase the value of both. And then I can, if I change that second lever to actually be attached to the magma forge, we might have to dig down for that, then I think, strangely, we can pull the lever I'm going to put here. Yeah, we'll use the expensive mechanisms. So that should really up its value. Anyway, move on. Yeah, so we could use that lever to pull the other lever, which triggers the magma trap, which we still have yet to build. Now, our miners should be coming out and, yeah, there we go. It's only dirt, and that'll just do as a food storage area. Speaking of which, I'm always paranoid about miasma and things, especially around the butcher's yard. No, that's the other thing as well. We need a bone stockpile, really. But for a legendary miner, this will take no time whatsoever. Surface-wise, I've changed a few zones. I've added another pen up near the top for our sheep. Oh, and I've set up so that, yeah, it is an animal stockpile in the bottom few rows, but I'll individually put some cages in to sort out the rest. But for the moment, seem nice and quick. In fact, we'll just get rid of a few of those. So, stockpile, food. And that can go up to there. And I'll just jig this. Food, ignoring... I suppose we won't have specialist stockpiles. If I had room, I would have put a seed stockpile near the farming area, but I really don't have a lot of room for that because of the river being there. Then another stockpile, which will be refuse. Up to there. Change settings. We do not want corpses. Certainly not anything rotten. No body parts, skulls, bones, shells, teeth, horns, hairs and wool. All fine. But the rest we don't want. Right, now that that's done, we can get you digging out that area as we would want. And yeah, he's gone to dig out more rooms. I think we dig out the rest of these rooms and then we'll start work on the main dining room, possibly. Do need a table. Table goes there, and once that's in, I'll add some doors. Door and door. Once all those are in, we are sorted there. Then I just need a couple of tables and a couple of traction benches, which if we promote up a bit. I set up a row of tables, so in theory the masons should get there reasonably quickly. Yep, that's all gone quite well. Because now also we can ready you for slaughter if we really want. I think we can, certainly. Yeah. Oh well, it'll do for a zoo anyway. First animal. And there we go. Yeah, I knew we were going to have food issues. Might have to work on some bins. Other things that should hopefully be getting down to it, some zinc chain and some zinc cages. And also, we are going to be making some brass as well, because we can. I think it might be a good idea. Let's go and expand some stock rooms. Right. Let's dig out that wall, and also dig out this wall. Look at the amount of food we got. Food stores are up to 600. Nope, no more chairs and such yet, but hopefully. Traction bench? Nope. I'll leave that then. And yeah, the miner's positioned himself in perfect position to be near the alcohol. Don't have a problem with that at all. Breed going well. Need to actually check things here. So we have a dwarven wine pot with 25 in, a dwarven wine barrel with 5 in, and a lot of plum helmet spawn, which should actually be going overdrive because I think most of these, most of the farm area is set up for that. And they're still ploughing away there. Where's the legendary? Oh, he's gone to grab things. One thing I would rather have being done at the moment is... no, it's kind of being done. Well, the merchants have embarked on their journey. It was a good trading round, that one. We could have potentially... well, we could have completely cheated and stolen all their stuff, but I'm not like that. I've just noticed a potential issue. But we'll wait until the walls are actually in. At the moment, that you can get over that. And yay, he's building walls, and the cage trap is reset. Speaking of which, I do need to check. Chalk. Description. Yeah, it's chalk. Weight 186. I'm fairly certain if we can find some bauxite. Oh, that's 186 as well. Certain stones are heavier than others, and that's useful for stone traps. But apparently there's no great difference between the two, so nothing to worry about there. Right. So we have 3 more beds being built, and that leaves us with 2 bits of wood left. And it would appear that things are being made. There's a table, which presumably the doctor has picked up because he's going to build a traction bench. It's almost like watching an ant farm at times. Oddly fascinating. Though obviously you can't really do this with ants, and I don't think they have much of a sense of difference anyway. So, expedition leader has been pretty happy lately. Dined in a great dining room, admired a fine armour stand, slept without a proper room, dined in a little dining room, satisfied at work recently. Okay, all good. Rarely does more work than necessary. Talks loudly whenever he's annoyed, needs alcohol to get moving the working day, likes working outdoors and only grumbles mildly at inclement weather, which hasn't actually happened yet. And also, apparently I can't remember, well, it must have been a reasonably warm biozone because the waters have not frozen over. By the way, I'm going to take myself off of hauling duty. Just because. I'd prefer myself to actually... there we go. Right. Stockpile, bar and block. We want... let's think about this. It's that one that we really... Yep. So this is going to be a bar and block stockpile. Yay. Lots of stone to get rid of. Well, fastest way for that. Designation. Items. Dump. We do want them, but we don't really, and that's the fastest way to just clear a stockpile out. Right, I want a furniture stockpile. Actually, that's not fully dug out yet. Ah, well. So, who actually has rooms? Obviously, this is the Senior Ponage, who is actually going to now take over this room. And also going to take over this dining room. And is also going to take over this study. Next, this will have to go to our expedition leader, Delboy, and Delboy, and Delboy. Alright, so that should work out fine. Hey, brass. Brass is quite valuable. It's certainly a lot more valuable than the copper and zinc used to make it. And I think I'm right in thinking we can actually build some armour and such out of that. No, we can't. It's bronze I was thinking of, not brass. Still, brass is more expensive. Right, let's go and build some cages. We want some traps. We'll just stick with cage traps for now. We shall have 3 of them here. And we shall have another 3 of them here. And that should work quite nicely for us. So we do get some steel. Just working out things at the moment, because I think I'll be able to steal weapon steel warhammer. Because we do need one. I'm not sure if we got anything more valuable. Is we had silver or gold. Should really remember what I took here. Got some ash, some coke down here, more brass, which we probably made actually, and some wooden blocks. Also, designation, item properties, dump, all of that. We'll undump it once it gets there, but until then. We're still low on. I know I've got the masons doing quite a lot at the moment, but it feels like we have nowhere near enough of everything. I suppose we can cancel the doors for now. Doors are secondary. This is probably the only reason why I can't really have Senor Maxwell going off and making his doing his military stuff at the moment, because I actually need him as a mason. Whether he approves or not, I don't know. Certainly, he can't think of his own personal advancement in the ways of combat if we don't have a west wall. Hey, we got something. What did we catch? Probably another one of those things from earlier. Well, I'll put him with the other one. Building cage. Yeah, there we go. What we will do is build another cage here out of copper. Well, a copper cage. And then zinc chains, zinc chains, and zinc chains. The other thing we want to do is put a table here and a chair here. Also want to put a bed here. Now the reason for that is if what various dwarven gods forbid, one of our important nobles, say our organizer or our manager, gets arrested, then at the very least he can still do his job. And yeah, it shouldn't. Oh god, look at the amount of. I think we are quite well sorted on the alcohol front. Even if there's only 5 in each of them. Oh, and then there's meat pots. Various prepared things. Various prepared things. On the plus side, this means that because I've reduced the number of... they're not building doors, they're building more furniture bits we actually need. Alright, why can't he... no, that might be because I put the really... alright, I kind of get that. Alright. Remove. Build bed. There. Has it been snowing up there? I was wondering why it was white, but meh, oh well. Right, how's that going? Still waiting on the zinc cage. Rooms are being dug out, so we can put a bit more beds in place. And then I think we can actually properly assign some dwarves some rooms. We'll save that one. Because things are. A big, valuable bed. Actually, how valuable is it? Not much, to be honest, but exceptional bed with smoky quartz. Still, it's worth slightly more, so... Bed, and... I guess bed. Right. So this room is done, and can be assigned to... You know what, I'm taking a bed. I'm a legendary dwarf, I'll take it. It's mine. That requires a door, which we do have. Probably the last... No, we got a few doors. So, that will be... What the... Hold on. Sign bed, and that will be Mechos. And over here, we need build door. And another door. And this is going to be the doctors. Right. So we want to put a table. No, we don't have any tables. We do have traction benches though. So we can put... Let's think about this. We want one... If we build two there with another one, that might work. So traction bench, then we put a table next to it. Yeah, that'll work. And then I can go like this, zone, hospital, set hospital information, yeah, still need tables, but that'll do quite nicely. Then I can put some more doors in. Yeah. 2 months. Apologies for that, and also apologise, it's now significantly later, and because it's a week before Bonfire Night, people are setting off fireworks. Anyway, which may or may not interrupt things. I've queued up a load of jobs, added tables, added traction things, and added some more jobs. Continuing. Also sorted out a couple of... reset that digging area, and I've set up so that eventually we're going to get this massive area dug out for our second... Sagan has become a planter. He might have been one already though. Okay. Let's put some cabinets and things in here. H. Okay, so that's done. Then just in case of getting the last few doors in. I did set up a lot of door construction, so hopefully that will... No, I've only got the really fancy door. We'll put the really fancy door here, because that'll increase the value. I mean, it's already going to have some gem block thing at the bottom. Have we assigned this room? We haven't. We'll do that in a moment. Anyway, walk site. And it appears we have another... Oh, I think I queued that already, but we have another captured beast to put in place. I also designated some more wood cutting and more plant gathering. And also, I'm debating this one, but we'll kick in the entrance there. There's not too much harm in getting rid of that, and what it actually means is I can put the second squad up here, which seems like a reasonable plan. So that area is now got a minor dusting of things. That area is sorted. And the prison's being made. Okay, we're brewing too quickly. I haven't even actually got to the repeating bolts yet. Okay. I think we're actually okay for alcohol for the moment, which is always a dangerous thing to assume. We have 300 in drink storage. We are fine for alcohol with 2 breweries and whatever. And we got something else. So we're going to have a few of them. Nope, that's an archery target, although I suppose we could build those. Now a cage can go here, and it's presumably got to be this one. Where are those archery targets? Let's build one here, out of chalk. Another one here, out of chalk, and another one here, out of chalk. Also put in a door, needs door. Stockpile, ammo. And designation. Dump that row of items. By the way, also, designation. We want to reclaim all of those items. And Delboy is still being followed by the thing. We haven't quite finished that side of things. But he tells us exactly what we actually want. Yeah, well. Or what we need to make, anyway. So, bars and blocks going in nicely. Finished good stockpile done. And we have a zoo of all the same animal. So things should be okay here. What I really want is that wall being at least started. Mind you, he's making all this furniture for us, so... Still no seeds. Mind you, nobody apart from the doctors going out to getting animals. Right, we need more zinc. Right, so... we obviously can't make any more brass, so just continually smelt some of that for us. What you can possibly make is the steel warhammer. Let's see. Yeah, did it. I must have brewed dabbling gem cutter. Yeah, gem setting. I think I've adjusted his job setting as well, so he will now he will encrust things. Now, where are you going? Are you actually going to build the walls? Huzzah! Walls being built. Oh no, they have to go slightly further for the buckets, but apologies. 2 minutes. Yeah, that's better. More turkey eggs. Honestly, thinking about the kitchen stores here, we have over 100 of them. Sweet pod seeds, plump helmets. Might even be worth cooking plump helmets now, because we got 70 of the things. We are a bit short on spawn comparatively, but we'll just have we'll allow cooking of plump helmets for a bit. Just for a bit. Yeah, so the stone they're continually taking out of there. Thankfully, once that bit's done, there won't be much need for any more. What we're going to have then? We have a lot of beds. Let's actually go and make door, barrel. Or repeat. A few more logs. Now, I mean, we're going to get another 10 doors out of that. So that'll do. I've also set up so the workshop up here will be expanded for an... What do we actually need? We need a lime making. We need lime making facilities, which I think we can do. We have buckets and blocks and things. Awesome. So now they're both working on the walls. And that'll be a nice end to the year. 1 year in, we have a defendable position. Hey, and even more cage traps have been built. Let's queue up some more mechanisms. Always worth doing that. Infinitely useful. And also, I've been quite efficient about taking all the stuff with them. Grass continues to be sparse for the 2 animals. I might have to get rid of those soon. Worth considering at the very least. Cooking is happening. We have lots of fat, we just need to make lye so we can render it make soap. The overall plan with the soap was to make sort of automatic bathhouses by digging a channel here and here, so they'll pass over it, getting rid of the ramps, and then replacing the ramps, making them out of soap, and then filling it with water. So, makeshift baths whenever they walk through. I don't know whether that works, but hey, should be fun. As you can see there, we can build our workshops here. So we want... I realise they're not going to be used, some of them, for a bit, but we want a fishery. House of bauxite. We want a kitchen. House of bauxite. And we want a butcher's. House of bauxite. And then we want stockpiles. Food, which we're going to split into sections of 4. This first one is going to be forbid all except fish and unprepared fish. No, actually. We'll have meat, fish, and unprepared fish. Looking for another food stockpile. Here will be general food stockpile, and then a third one here. Will be for... I know it's not technically finished yet. Will be for drinks. And I guess drinks will... Oh, drinks and seeds, maybe. Though the seeds would be better upstairs, but oh well. That'll do. So now that that's done, I guess we're waiting on the masons to finish the walls. And get to work on the actual masony things. Alright, so we need cages. How much metal do we have? That's ash, isn't it? Yeah, ash. Load of coke. And we've already established we need 3. Okay. Stupid lungfish. Right, let's expand this area for now. Oh. Well, that was a worthy expansion. We built exactly 1 more position. I suppose it makes it slightly better. And there we go. This is just going to be convenient because that's where I got the stone stockpile, and apparently we've rapidly got something in there. So, build cage, which can go there. It is a honey badger. then need to do is... So we do actually need empty cages. Ah, nice to see you're doing some work for once. And that gives us a little showaway there. I mean, it's not such a bad... that was been needed for a while. Right. We have 200 dwarf wine. I think we can afford to cook the plump helmets. Fish stores are good. Food stores are good. Health is good. Justice is good. And we're already planning next expansions. And there's more rooms going in there. It's almost tempting to not have those two small rooms at the top. In fact, we can get rid of this. Because I actually want to dig out more gems. I realise these... I suppose they're reasonably valued. Oops. Yeah, they were 50. They were 60, so that's actually not bad. Quartzes are cheap. Jaspers are cheap, but they're good. Yep, gems down. Now we did dig out some more. Yeah, so there is more zinc to be extracted from this place. So let's continue them. And dig out a few more of these, I guess. Like zircons are okay. I think after we dug these out and... See, we have a lot of zinc in reserve now. Not ridiculous amounts, admittingly, but that's enough. So what we should do now is I'm going to do some exploratory digging. I want you to dig... There's only one, so we don't have to worry about stacking here. Downward stairway. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then find a cavern or something. Let's see how that goes, or even if you will do that. You'll probably do something else. No, he's actually going to do this one. If we can find some more metal, that'll be useful. No, he's hungry. Well, let's start. And those, I believe... Hey, we got some bolts on the go. Now, main reason for bolts, obviously, we're doing some training these days, so... yeah. Also, training bolts about a bone, which we have a fair amount of. I wonder if you... I was just thinking bone cages for a random fort. Be interesting. Alright. We need... more of this done, and huzzah! Right. Now, importantly, you will notice that has not blocked the river underneath it. We struck mica. Apparently we are... Where are we? So that's more zinc ore if we want it. What's this? Gnesis? We're obviously in a new sediment layer. Mica's not particularly important. Okay, we're gonna do some more exploratory digging. Being the legendary miner that I am. And upward stairway, and go yoink, yoink, yoink. Because there are deep metals on this map as well, importantly, so as to how deep is deep, I thought it was a lot deeper than we found the adamantine last time. I'm not expecting that again. That was ridiculously lucky. We have just gone into a massive load of amethyists here, so we'll dig these out, I'm sure. Green gem. Once we're done here, more exploratory digging. Once you've got a legendary miner who can just do this, this is I think what kind of ultimately failed my last LP. I didn't do any of this. Mind you, there were caverns, and if you encounter a cavern, you tend to... Oh, fine. There, that'll do. Ah, final import documents. Yep. Yep, done. Does this mean we're finally going to finish this conversation? Right, what are they willing to offer? Oh god, I knew it would happen. Right, well that's cavern found. Oh, that might be worth it though. Right. Downward stairway. Upward stairway, and then we're digging round to here. And then, once we are very sure of things, there you go, upward stairway, downward stairway. Yep, so what do they want? They want horn earrings, prepared meals, 170%, tools, armor, they want plants? Well, I guess we can provide that. That's prepared meals. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to start making some finer ones. Oh, finer meals. Right. Oh, hold on. That makes sense. Right. Because what we need to do is build a wall. We want to build the wall here out of... that'll do since it's there. And another one. I want to block that area off. We do not want big nasty from the deep coming at us. Now, I don't think this stone is particularly important, but what else is down here? Lots of stuff. Spring has arrived, and that is gold. Okay. There are terrifying things down here. Terrifying things, including gobolite. But oh, there's one other fort as well. Though we get away with it a bit more this LP than the last one, because most of our flooring is stone. So we don't have moss growing everywhere. In fact, the only place we'll have moss growing is down here. So our dining room is now the farmer's dining room. Okay, well, I'll put the tables in. Good thing I started work on that. Right, so quick overview. Anything happens of note? Nothing particularly. So, 1 year in. The west wall almost finished. And down here, we have found so much stuff. It's going to take me ages to go and properly just check out all of this. It's marble. Purple. Rutile, marble, sulfurite. There's loads of stuff down here. It's just going to take so long for me to work all of this out and survey it and work out inventive ways of getting there. But for now, our goal initially is this stuff, and then we'll start considering things. So, walls in place, that means that's protected provided the miner digs his way back out. Actually, oh no, they must have done it that way. Let's say, otherwise he's trapped this guy there. Anyway, until next time then. A quick but potentially important expansion to the video. Firstly, it appears that somebody has locked us in, which is great, although we do have a pickaxe, we can get out. Secondly, I've been doing my little surveying thing. I'm going up there for the tetrahedrites, and I'm going down here for the combined gold and potentially, if we go down another level, gold and silver veins here. Both of which useful, both of which weapon ores, both of which will increase the value of our fortress quite immensely. But then I found something else, and I did have to look this up. But I went up here because this was a rather unusual purple rock. And its name? Pitch Blend. I had to look this up, as I said, and when I did, I discovered something quite shocking and interesting, and meant that I had to dig towards it immediately. So, comments, suggestions on how I'm going to use uranium ore. Best ideas, and hopefully I'll get a vein of it, but best ideas I will do my best to do. Nuclear reactor, anyone? Until next time.